Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dustin Time and to another video. Today's video is an unpopular opinion video about kids. Everybody hates them apparently, except me and like a handful of other people. And I'm gonna go over why I like them, but there are things that I don't like about them. So let's get on into it, shall we? And let's talk about some kids. Let's talk about kids. Okay, so just so you guys know, there is footage of just Sims in the background. There's not really much footage of kids, and I didn't like the way it looked to just show them on Origin. So I'm going to show you the picture like I am now, and we'll just talk about it. So we have had a total of 7 kits so far. We had 3 released at once. The first 3 were Bust the Dust, Country Kitchen Kit, and Throwback Fit Kit. So let's discuss Bust the Dust first. Bust the Dust was the only game kit, or is the only gameplay kit that we've gotten so far. And why I love Bust the Dust, it does kind of get a little annoying sometimes with the dust system. I still think even after the fine tuning, I think it's a little bit too frequent still. I still do use the vacuums. I have my Sims vacuum on a pretty regular basis, even though there's no dust, 'cause I turned it off. I think it's a great concept. I think this gameplay kit gets a lot of crap because honestly, when you have a game, these kits just don't have the budget, in my opinion, to have a lot of good gameplay. And if they do have gameplay in them, it's going to be a situation like you've got with Bust the Dust. Bust the Dust only came with, I think it was like 4 items, which were the vacuums. Granted, we got 2 aspirations and we got the dusting system, which is all good and plenty, but a lot of people were unsatisfied with that, especially for the price of kits. And I do think that kits could be great for things like careers and things like that, but then again, it makes me wonder how much of the careers, like, you know, if you think about a career from Get to Work, there's a lot in the careers from Get to Work. Like, you've got the police station, you have the hospital, and all those things, but I still think kits would be good for new careers, because you could even do some of the stuff as rabbit holes, like for instance, you know, just like you could really do a lot with them. But as far as Bust the Dust goes, I think it worked really well, and because I personally, and I know a lot of other simmers are the same way, I like mundane things to do in the Sims for my Sims, for everyday things like laundry and things like that they normally would do. Like, I would totally take a lawn care kit as a gameplay kit. Like, you would have certain you know, a lawnmower, grass would sprout up on your lawn, like kind of like the things in paranormal stuff sprout up on your lawn and so on, and then you know your sim would go around like Bust the Dust and mow. I would like something like that, but then again, I really kind of don't think that gameplay kits really have a place, and I kind of think the Sims team might feel the same way, considering that we haven't gotten another gameplay kit since Bust the Dust. So with all of that said, let's move on to the country kitchen kit. We'll do the country kitchen kit first. So oh, look there, well, that's cottage living, but anyway, now I thought that when the country kitchen kit came out, I even said in one of my videos that I bet we're getting a farming pack, and instead of doing a kitchen in it, they gave us this kitchen so they could spend their resources on other things. Turns out that was not true. We ended up getting a kitchen with cottage living, and it was very nice, but it was also very similar to the one we got with country fit kit, or country fit kit, goodness gracious, country fit kit, country kitchen kit. But I feel like it's a little bit more usable than the country kitchen kit, and a lot of people did say that this one didn't come with enough items as well. And in a way I get that, because if you think about it, a kitchen in The Sims requires a lot of a lot of work, because each one of those pieces is multiple pieces, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to a kitchen. The only thing that I would say that for me was kind of a drawback for the country kitchen kit is I wish that it would have came with a little bit more clutter and a few extra items, like what was I gonna say, oh goodness, more dishes and things like that you could clutter up kitchens with. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's, you know, for $5, it's nice to have a new kitchen. Although, you know, maybe we could I don't know. I just think we could have had more with it. And I do agree. I mean, I have all the kits, and I personally don't care about the price, because it's only $5 to me. And I know that some people aren't as lucky as I am, I guess, and $5 is a lot. But I mean, I just love having a new kitchen, and I personally love the country kitchen kit because I love all the details on the cabinets and the hardware and like the distressed look, and I just think they go really well with a lot of different things. I've actually used the country kitchen kit in a few of my modern homes, but I usually just do like lower cabinets, and it turns out really good. They just kind of look distressed. And that kit, I didn't really see a whole lot of a problem with that kit. I don't really think it was really missing anything either. I just kind of wish there was, like I said, there was more decor stuff and maybe a few more like wallpapers or something like that, to go with the kitchen. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but I like it. I do wish, however, I will say I did have one kind of complaint about the country kitchen kit, and I guess this is where the country kitchen kit, let's see how many times I can say that, kind of falls short. Is it was kind of hard to use that kit because of the way the upper cabinets were. They weren't like real upper cabinets. They didn't have like doors and things like that. So I guess my only drawback for that one would be that, or the country kitchen kit. But other than that, I think it was a cute little kit, and I think it was a great little kitchen set, and I'm fine with it. So the next one, and as some of you may know, I'm not mostly a builder. I'm a builder and a storyteller. I don't do creative sim. But the next one was the throwback fit kit, and I think the throwback fit kit was a really cute idea. Some of the styles on it, though, I don't really see them so much as a throwback. I mean, I guess they are, and a couple of the items are really cute. I don't do creative sim as much, but again, I think this is a place where packs shine because it's a good way for creative sim and build by, where you can do things that you maybe couldn't do in another kit. And so I really like some of the dresses and stuff. Like there's a dress in here that it looks like a sweater, and I really like the throwback fit kit, but I don't really use it a whole lot. And it's kind of one of those things, like, I think we have a lot of athletic wear, but these are really cute, and I think that the theme, I don't know, I feel like it could have been a little bit more retro. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the patterns, but I really think it was a cute kit. And so the next one was a build by kit. That would be the Oasis Courtyard kit. I just totally said that wrong. It would be the Courtyard Oasis kit. And this one I really like. This one was really, I think, the beginning of kind of like a controversy for some people, because they say that we shouldn't have to pay for culture in The Sims. And I understand that, and you really shouldn't have to pay for culture, I guess. But the thing is the Sims is an American-based game, and so therefore I understand a lot of people get annoyed with the game being so American-based, and then they get mad when they have to buy, culture. And I'm not saying I agree with that, but I don't know. I think if you think about it like this, for the Sims, introducing culture in different ways is kind of in a way a risky move, because I'm not saying it's niche, but it just kind of, you're going to have people that aren't ever going to play with the different cultures, sadly, which I love playing with new cultures. I think it's fun because there's some things like, for example, on the screen right now, Mount Komorebi. I will probably never go to Asia and get to see like Japan or China or any place like that. And so having things like this, I think, is kind of cool, but I don't think you should have to necessarily pay for all of it. There should be a little bit of representation, which I think they're doing with presets and stuff like that. But the Oasis Courtyard kit, for me, I really love the Courtyard Oasis kit. I think it was really cute, and I liked the way everything looked in it. But the thing that I had a problem with is that, and this is kind of where I think the build buy kits have a lot of a struggle in this whole aspect of, having not enough content, is, for instance, like, we didn't get every single door and every single wall height. We didn't get, what was the other thing we didn't get? Like windows, we didn't get in every wall height. So there's just things like that for me. Like, if you're going to do a build and buy kit, it really should have every door and every wall height and every light and every wall height and all, so that way it's worth $5 and you can really use it with any build, any wall height, and so on. And honestly, personally, I think the Courtyard Oasis kit is gorgeous. I think it's great for doing like vacation homes and things like that. And it's just really beautiful. And I actually I Googled it, and one of the images that popped up when I Googled the Moroccan style was basically like identical to one of the doors that we actually got in the kit. And so, I think they did a very good job on the Courtyard Oasis kit. I think it's a really gorgeous kit, but at the same time, it was missing things. And it kind of seems to be a theme lately with the Sims team that we get to miss things. And honestly, I don't think that it's necessarily a team. I think it's budget concerns. I think it's upper management, and hopefully, they've been given more control. So hopefully more packs coming out, because a lot of these packs started before the gurus and the developers got more control. So I'm hoping that going forward, that more kits and stuff that come out will have, they'll be more well-rounded and they'll have more things in them. And like I said, the Courtyard Oasis kit is just so pretty. Like, everything in it's so pretty. There's vibrant colors. There are a couple, like I said, there were a couple things missing. And another one I thought of is there was a tile that didn't have a corresponding one, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, overall, I think it's a really cute kit. And but at the same time too, it's not a kit that I'm going to use all the time. So realistically, if you're not going to be building like vacation homes like this, I think you could do this one in like Oasis Springs would be a good place to use it, or maybe even Salvadorado. Even though they're not the same culture, you can kind of fit them in together. But if you're not going to be building things like that, it's probably not something that you're going to want to spend your money on, truth be told. So the next kit was the Industrial Loft kit. Where to begin on the Industrial Loft kit? Honestly, if we're being honest, let's be honest with ourselves. The Industrial Loft kit for me was actually the biggest let down of the kit so far. And I say this because, again, it was missing the doors and stuff for the different wall heights. Like missing versions of doors that are closed, like the one that has the glass around it. They did a great job with the swatches on the ones that we did get, but we didn't get a version of that door that was closed. And I think that was a really missed opportunity, because if it's a cold climate and stuff and you've got those doors open, I'm pretty sure the Sims sense the difference with the doors open. So I don't know. I just feel like it was, and then maybe they did it because of the loft and you probably wouldn't have those going outside. I don't know. But I think that it would have been way more worth the money for the Industrial Loft kit had we gotten all the doors and stuff, everything in the wall heights, and then we would have gotten the door version of it closed. Now, I know that some simmers have taken the door and you put another door inside of it, which I'm not sure that's my thing. I think it kind of looks funny, but I mean, I guess it gets the job done. And the other thing is too, is we're 2 months after the release of Industrial Loft kit at this point, and we still don't have the window that you see in the render right there. So that was kind of bad, and those windows kind of don't match up with anything. And again, we didn't get them all in all the windows we did get. We didn't get in all the wall heights, so it's like, I don't know. But I will say this about the Industrial Loft kit. The furniture is very well done. The textures are gorgeous. The textures on the couch is gorgeous. The fan that came with it, I want more ceiling fans so bad I could scream. The ceiling fan that came with it's really pretty. And, it came with a lot of good quality stuff. But again, it was missing some things in my personal opinion. And I would really like to see going forward, if we're going to continue to get kits, that they start making them more well-rounded. The next one that we're going to talk about is the Fashion Street kit. And again, this is another culture kit. And I don't mean that as a negative thing by any means, because like I said, I love more representation in the game. I think it's amazing what they've done so far. And I can't wait to see what comes in the future for representation. But again, it's one of those styles that I think they decided to take it into a kit because, granted, for some people, that is their primary culture and that's things that they see every day. A lot of other people it's not, and so it's a style choice that I hate to say it, people are either into it or they're not into it. And I think that's why we get things like the Fashion Street kit, and for instance the Oasis Courtyard kit. We get them in kits because it's a $5 pack, so that way if you are from that culture, or you want to represent that culture, or you want to play with that culture, it's only it's a smaller price than doing an entire expansion pack for something. So and a lot of these things that they may not be able to fit into an expansion pack. Now the Fashion Street kit, let me just tell you guys, the clothes are just so gorgeous and they're so well done. And they actually did update the base game with some clothes to match the same style. So I think we got like 2 outfits. So I mean, they did give us some free culture, but it's not everything. And so, I would just very much so like to see A few more pieces in some of these, maybe split up some of the pieces we got so you can wear them individually instead of having them all put together. But like I said, the Fashion Street kit is just gorgeous. Personally, am I ever going to use it? I don't know. I would like to. And I've read some tweets from simmers that are from around the world, especially in cultures like with the Fashion Street culture, that the Mumbai culture, I should say, that they're very excited to see themselves represented in The Sims, and I think they're very happy to see it. So again, you're gonna have some people that are happy with it, and you're gonna have people that are not happy with it. And I'm not much of a create a sim person. I won't lie, a lot of my Sims wear the same outfits all the time. But these clothes are so, 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 so pretty. And yeah, so last but not least, let's talk about Inchin Arrivals Kit, okay? The Inchin Arrivals Kit, I didn't even know this was a thing. I learned with the rest of you that airport fashion, Inchin airport fashion was a thing. And it's like Glamazon meets Compazon. Like, it's like big poofy sweaters, but they're tailored in certain places. And I think it's just gorgeous. And I think it actually pairs really well with Get Famous, especially if you're going to try to do like a celebrity sim. It makes a lot of sense that you would use this because if you think about it, the thing about, and I don't know if you all know this, but Incheon Airport is a international airport that a lot of people go through because it's where a lot of connecting flights for different countries meet, and then they fly out to other places. So that's where this whole style was, the style came from. Is because, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but back in the day, like in the 50s, the 40s and 50s or whatever, when people flew, they dressed up to fly, and like fashion wise, and I think that's where it kind of comes from. And I think that it started too with a lot of famous people go through Incheon Airport, so they want to be comfortable, but at the same time you have to be 100% top gorgeous all the time. And so I think that's where that come from. And I will tell you that a lot of the pieces in the Incheon Arrivals kit are just, they're some of the best pieces of Create a Sim that we've gotten in this game so far. And again, this one was very well done in my opinion, along with Fashion Street. I didn't really see anything that we're missing. I mean, we got accessories in this one. We got some shoes and things like that. So, I think overall Fashion Street and Incheon Arrivals were done really well. And like I said, maybe for the price, we could include a few more pieces, split up a couple pieces so you can try things with different things. I don't have a whole lot to say about the Create a Sim ones, which unfortunately is a lot of the ones I've gotten because I'm not a Create a Sim player. But at the same time, they're just gorgeous, gorgeous clothes. So with that being said, here's my final thoughts on kits. And this is where I think the unpopular opinions are going to come in. Okay, so Dustin's closing thought. This is what I think about kits. I think kits are great. I personally am a content hooer. I love new content. Any form I can get it. Create a sim, build a buy. Some of the stuff I won't even use, I buy it. I'm addicted. I can't help it. I don't know what to say to everybody. It's just how it is. It is how it is. But I will say this. I don't think that gameplay really has a place in kits. I don't feel like kits have the budget to support decent gameplay, because I remember a lot of the criticism from Bust the Dust when it came out was that it didn't have very in-depth gameplay. And I'm sorry, but it's a $5 pack. What do you guys really think the budget's going to be for a $5 pack? I don't think that it's ready, or it's a big enough budget to carry very good gameplay. And so that's why I think that I think gameplay should stick to stuff packs. Would be a great place for gameplay. I mean, for instance, look at Paranormal Stuff. Paranormal Stuff was a phenomenal game pack, in my opinion. And I don't know, there's rumors that game packs are dead. I don't think they are. They did say that kits were going to come out a lot more frequent because, again, they have a smaller budget. They have a smaller timeline. I'm pretty sure they're using contract workers to do these. So these people may not even be working in the office. They may be able to like mail their stuff in email wise and change files and stuff like that. So I don't know. But in my opinion, I love kits, and I think they're great. I think they're great for people like who play on console that don't have access to CC but want new clothes but don't want a whole pack. I think they're great for people who maybe have lower end computers and can't run every expansion pack, can't run every game pack. They can spend $5 and get a whole new wardrobe for their Sims without adding a new world and adding a bunch of stuff they don't need or that their machine can't support. I think that the build kits are a great idea. Build kits are an amazing idea. You can take things that are niche that wouldn't do, like you couldn't do an entire pack over. I mean, I'm sure they could do an entire Moroccan pack. But then again, at the end of the day, it's a company, so I don't know if they would think that a Moroccan pack would sell. Who knows? But I think that the build buy kits are great for this. That's one of the things I love about them. Like, I want a bathroom one. I want a yard one. Like, I just want, like, for instance, my idea for a kit is, like, call it the Sims 4 Finer Details kit or something like that, and have things like details for the outside of the houses. Like, you know, at the top of some houses they have like the support things. You could add stuff like that. You could add more corbels. You could do all kinds of things, and that's why I really like kits, because I think kits give us an opportunity to try some things that wouldn't fit into an expansion pack, wouldn't fit into a game pack, wouldn't fit into a stuff pack. And so therefore I think that for $5, I mean, people spend $8.50 on a cup of coffee, for goodness sakes, and everybody's all hell-bent over a $5 pack. And I understand in some countries they're more than $5, but that's really not EA's fault. That's the exchange rate between countries for money. So again, personally, for my personal opinion, I love kits. I'll spend the $5 every single time one comes out. But I will say, we were told that they wouldn't impact the release of other packs. But it seems to be that they are. If you all notice, we have only gotten one expansion pack this year. It's rumored that we're not going to get another one. Sim Guru Frost confirmed that Seasons of Selves covers October, November, December. And if any of you remember, there was no mention of a expansion pack on there. Now granted, they could do like they did with this Summer of Sims, and they could surprise us with one in November, which I think might happen, because I cannot imagine EA missing out on those holiday sales. But at the same time, it just seems to be that they're slowing, I don't know, it just seems to be that they're slowing the progress of everything else, because otherwise why have we had a game pack for the fall or an expansion pack? That's just my thought. But like I said, I really like game packs. I really like kits. I think they're great for $5. I mean, I'll spend my money on them. Plus, I'm an addict, and I have to complete my collection every time. So I have every pack. So, I mean, it is what it is. But that's it, you guys, for my kits video. I hope it's okay. I've not done a video like this before. I thought it'd be fun to kind of just sit down and talk about them. And I really do, like I said, I really do like kits, but I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to ding the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. Also, I post up on this bitch when I go live on Twitch, and you can come over and hang out with me there and we get to know each other. I want to thank you so much for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.